Do you ever struggle with your mindset? Well, in this video, we're going to show you how to improve your mindset so you can build an amazing future. So stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Stephen Scoggins again with the Journey Principles Institute, and this channel is all about helping you go from stuck to unstoppable in every single area of your life with life mastery strategies that actually work. Today I want to take a moment and cut through the hype and noise about the word mindset. You see, I see a lot of random people throwing out that buzzword and hashtags like discuss mindset. But when you dig into some more content, you may find that they're very much still figuring out things of their own. Now, I've never want to take away from what anyone else is doing trying to make an impact. That is, of course, unless their primary motive is not helping you. But the truth is, I feel like there's a lot of shortage of good information out there on how to really build a solid mindset that is capable of propelling you towards your success. At the heart of becoming healthy, wealthy, and wise is the mind, and how you process and create information is vitally important. Also, quick side note, when we say healthy and wealthy and wise, we mean more than just money or anything else. We mean overwhelming abundance in every area of your life, no matter what that area is you're primarily working on right now. But what is mindset? Your mindset is composed of a few different things, such as attitudes, perspective, biases, and even thought processes. But they can all influence your personal state at any given time. And how you use your mindset will determine your overall level of success in life and anything else you apply yourself to. Your mindset determines if you will push forward or give up. It determines if you will fail or learn. It determines whether or not you will create an impact with your life or simply fade into the background. When I first got started on my own personal development journey, I totally underestimated how important having a healthy mindset was. So much so that it became a huge roadblock for me. Overcoming my mind was painful at best at times. You see, I had no idea there was a right way and a wrong way to create progress in life. And now that I've spent the last 20 years mastering my own mindset, I want to break down what I've learned so you can hopefully get some benefit yourself. And the first thing I want to talk about is something called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is a fancy way of saying your brain will grow and develop as you do. Your brain is a lot like a muscle that can be made stronger or weaker based on how you treat it and how you feed it. Neuroplasticity will allow you to rewire your brain and overcome the limitations of your mind as it is today. Here's why this is so important. This means that you can improve your mindset. All you need to do is learn how. So let's go ahead and break that down and get to the point of today's lesson. You see, there are two types of mindsets, at least ways of thinking that I've kind of identified. The first is a rigid mindset or rigid way of thinking, and the second is an expansive mindset or an expansive way of thinking. Now, it's important to know that neither of these types of mindsets are all negative, nor are they all positive in and of themselves. They are just simply ways in which we process how the world treats us and how we kind of relate to the world. If you see a benefit in adopting some characteristics of a different mindset, you can do so. So let's dive into the difference between a rigid and an expansive mindset. Let's first take a look at the characteristics of the rigid mindset first, or the rigid way of thinking. Try to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 on where you think you may be on any of these descriptions. 1 meaning the characteristics is not like you at all, and 10 meaning the characteristics is exactly like you. It also may be a good idea to take a moment and have a friend look over your results to make sure you're being, what's called truly objective. Sometimes we don't see our own blind spots, and a friend can actually help us get there. All right, here are the characteristics of a rigid mindset. 1, you're often stuck in analysis paralysis. 2, you only see one specific way to arrive at any given solution. 3, you're stubborn, or you tend to be stubborn with your ideas and concepts or other ideas and concepts people give you. 4, you have a new problem for every solution. 5, you see most glasses as half empty. 6, you tend to make decisions before you really listen to other outside input. 7, you see potential as something you're born with or without, not something you can develop. 8, you tend to give up after the first try when unsuccessful. 9, you take all the criticism as a personal attack, including when it's constructive. 10, you look at failure as a limitation and not as a solution. Okay, now let's take the time to contrast that with the characteristics of an expansive mindset using the same exact rating scale. Again, try and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, or where you may be on any one of these descriptions, 1 being the least like me, 10 being the most like me. 1, you're always looking for ways to overcome any obstacles in your path. 2, you may see many solutions to really any problem. 3, you tend to be a lot more highly collaborative in your approach to how you deal with people. 4, you're a highly creative problem solver. 5, you see most glasses as half full rather than half empty. 6, you listen before you make decisions. 7, you believe that potential is something you can develop over time with enough effort and work. 8, you have a spirit of perseverance and resilience, knowing that all sacrifices will eventually lead you towards a more stable reward. 9, you welcome other people's feedback and don't take it as a personal attack. 10, you see failure as an opportunity to learn and grow and try again with a wiser perspective time and time again. All right, so what did you score? What numbers did you kind of relate to? What do you see? Are you more of a rigid thinker or more of an expansive thinker? Which of these mindsets do you share the most characteristics with? Are there things that you want to change or improve upon? I know I had a ton of ways I wanted to improve when I first did the same exercise over 20 years ago. I know I had a ton of ways I needed to improve when I first did the same exercise over 20 years ago. I was heavily focused on a rigid mindset and that way of thinking. And due to some of those challenges, this thinking style led me to constant struggles and struggling. I remained stuck far too long and almost ended up that day, every day, with a constant focus on hopelessness. It is possible to be a detailed, analytical thinker and also develop a more expansive mindset. Here are some practical benefits of adopting an expansive mindset. 1, you'll have less stress. 2, you'll have ability to avoid taking yourself way too seriously. 3, you'll have the ability to learn at a much quicker pace, which means you can adjust quicker. 4, you have the attitude of I never fail, I only learn. 5, you have the ability to quickly move through adversity and onto the benefit of what that adversity brought. 6, you'll have the ability to recover from setbacks in about half the time. 7, you'll also have the ability to earn higher levels of income. That's right, higher levels of income. All right, 8, you'll also have the ability to travel more often and with deeper meaning. 9, you also have the ability to have a deeper and more meaningful relationship because of your ability to communicate at a deeper level. Now that we've broken down the difference between rigid and expansive mindsets, let's take what my friend John Redenbow would call actionable intel and see what we can do to utilize it for ourselves. In other words, let's take what you've learned today and put it to work for your future. And whether you're more of a rigid thinker today or an expansive thinker, you can grow and mature into a more successful version of yourself. And here's how. Step 1, choose an area that you're currently weak in at this very moment. Step 2, learn the information you need to make an improvement in that specified area. Step 3, take consistent action to make progress in that area. Step 4, track your results, reward your efforts, and focus on the ultimate desired outcome at all times. Remember to focus on incremental progress and let each little win turn it into the foundation of those big wins that you really are looking for. All right, you can do this. Our entire team believes in you, and now it's time for you to get started. So it's your turn. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Doing a deep dive on a rigid-minded thinker versus, well, an expansive-minded thinker. If you want something more that you can actually sink your teeth into, I recommend you check out that video right there. That video right there, that whiteboard lesson will help you do a deep dive on what it takes to go from rigid-minded thinking to expansive-minded thinking, and that way you can keep your life moving forward. And if you're hungry and you still want a little more, I've created a custom playlist right there at the bottom here where you can actually go ahead and get started on your life mastery journey, make it simple, make it fast, make it effective, and make a difference. Now, until then, we love you, we care about you, you can do this, don't you dare give up, don't you dare throw in the towel. Please like and share and comment. And if you have a friend that can use this information, share us. We'd love to have them on part of the family as well. Until then, we'll see you in the next video. Take care.